Alright guys, so making this video, just in case anybody's ever been like, hey, I wonder what it's like to work at a hotel or work at be a front desk agent at a hotel. So basically, if you ever had those questions or ever thought about that, this video can help you. See if you really want to, basically I'm going to tell you five different things to know if you want to apply or try to work at a hotel. Alright. So, I do have them written down here. Okay, yeah, written down. Number one, first thing you're going to have to know is if you're going to work at a hotel, it's a customer service type job, alright? So, like, you're going to have to deal with people. It's a people type job. Like, you're going to have to deal with all types of people. If you work in customer service, you know what it's like being a customer service job. That's what working at a hotel is. You're going to have to deal with people, rude people, cool people, all types of people. You're going to have to, like I said, there's that saying, the customer's always right, even though I don't personally believe in it. But, like, that's how you're going to do. You have to cater to people, serve people. That's just the type of job a hotel is. Like, it's just like any other customer service job. So, that's definitely the first thing you're going to have to, just to know, like, if you're going to work at a hotel, it's essentially a different type of customer service job. So, that's all I'm saying. Like, if you don't like customer service, applying for the hotel is not for you. Number two, and I'm kind of like, I was kind of wondering if I should even say this, but apparently I've had people ask me this question. But the second thing you want to know is hotels do not close. Hotels do not close, and you'll have to work. You can work almost every day and any day. So what I mean by that is, like, I've had people. I remember when I was working in a hotel, I've had people be like, "Oh, well, what time does the hotel close?" I'm just like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, what time does the hotel close?" I was like, "It doesn't. It stays open." They're like, "Wait, what? It doesn't close?" I was like, "No, do you not know how hotels work? Like, why would you no, like, it's not like nighttime comes and we're like, all right, everybody, get on out of here." Like, no, hotels do not close. So that's one thing I tell people, like, hotels don't close. It's open 24 hours a day. Also, like I said, you're going to have to work any day and everything. So you might work holidays, you might work, evening shift or morning. You might work overnight. It depends on what you want and what you really want to do. It kind of goes into, like, one of my later points that I have. But yeah, like, you can work weekends. You can work any day. Like, no day is pretty much really off limits if you're going to work at a hotel. So that's the second thing. Just be mindful of that. Like, if you're going to work if you're going to be front desk agent or really any position, just know that you can pretty much work any day. The third thing is you're going to have to deal with unpredictability, because it's just, the hotel is just unpredictable. Working at a hotel is unpredictable. Working at customer service jobs, it's a very unpredictable type job. Like, it is what it is. People could come in and be, like, totally upset for stuff that you didn't even do. They're just upset for stuff. Like, you have to deal with and kind of roll with the punches. Like, because, there might be some times where people, like I said, it might be a slow day one day, and then the next day it might be super fast. Being at the front desk. Sometimes maybe your coworkers might not show up. It's just a lot of things you're going to have to just deal with. Sometimes I've had it where, like, the system just doesn't work. Sometimes you get overbooked, and it's no fault of your own. You just get overbooked. I know specifically a couple of examples. I remember my night auditor came in, like, the day after this happened, but he came in, he was telling me, he was like, "Man," he said, "this lady overdosed in the parking lot. I had to slap her awake." I was like, "What? That's crazy, bro." Like, so that's just something that's unpredictable. Like, I remember I worked at Hilton Garden Inn. I was working night on it, and the pipes burst in the lobby, and water came out it came out, and it was everywhere. It was all over the place, bro. Something's burning. Yeah, something's burning, alright. Gotta pick this from my boss real quick. Welcome to work. We going back. It all started with a leak from there. You see it kind of busted. So, look at that. It's just flooded here. All this is water. It was all over the lobby. Crazy day at work. Like, it was everywhere. Water was everywhere. It was crazy. fire department had to come in. It was just a mess all over the lobby. So like, but that's not something we, you know, predicted. Like I remember there's a time where the system crashed and I couldn't even make reservations. So you just have to deal with just unpredictability of the situation, because that's just what it's like working at a hotel. It's just going to be unpredictable. You got to deal with it. The fourth thing is kind of a two thing, is like, you want to definitely get along with the people you work with in your management, and also get along with people in other departments. So you need to get along with your coworkers, because you need to get along with your coworkers, because depending on the type of hotel you work at, sometimes you're going to be working with other people. So you might not sometimes, but you're always going to be interacting with your coworkers. Like, for example, if you're, you know, evening shift, you want to be, you know, good with your coworkers, because, you know, they're the ones that's going to leave you notes. They're the ones that's going to tell you what's been going on in the day, you know. And if you're working with somebody, you don't have to be best friends or whatever, but it helps that you at least like your coworkers, because you're, like I said, you're going to be working with them and being with them. So you definitely want to get along with them. You want to get along with management, because when problems go awry, you're going to need them to have your back. So like I said, you want your coworkers to have your back. So getting along with your coworkers is important. Getting along with other people in other departments is also important, because let me tell you, like, housekeeping, like if you're front desk, you're going to be communicating with housekeeping a lot. You just are. Like, whether rooms are ready, what's going on with certain rooms, you're going to be communicating with them. Same thing with if you have a food area in your hotel, you're going to be communicating with the people in the food area. And also, one of the benefits of working in the food area, you know, when I was cool with them, you get free food sometimes. But that's just me. But yeah, like, you're going to be communicating with people in the food area when stuff may go awry. Like, I've had people, when I worked, had a restaurant, and they come over, they're like, man, this person left their stuff. I can't really read what they says. Is there's name in the computer system, and I had to type it up, look it up, and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is this, and then charge stuff to the room. So, you know, maintenance. You're going to need maintenance, because things are going to go wrong. You're going to need to be cool with maintenance. You want to be cool with maintenance. So, like I said, just get along with other people in departments. Get along with, you know, your coworkers, because that's super important. And the fifth and final thing, the last thing, is you gotta be flexible. All right? And like I said, it's also two-parters. Be flexible, and also you kind of have to wear many hats. So you gotta be flexible, because like I said before, you can work pretty much any day. So, like, no days are really going to be off limits. Like, so you got to learn to be flexible. You got to roll with the punches, because like I said, it's like, there might be times where sometimes if you have coworkers, they might not show up due to whatever reasons. Maybe because they don't want to come, maybe because something happened, you don't know. You know, so you got to deal with it. Like I said, some days you might have days where it's super busy, or it, you know, might be super slow. So you got to kind of be flexible, your scheduling. And also you got to be flexible, because like, pretty much you might be doing other jobs. Like, there's no, like, if you're working at the front desk, like, there's going to be times that you probably going to have to clean the lobby. You know, there's been times, I know for me, I've helped out in the kitchen. You know, I helped out with housekeeping. I helped out with maintenance. So, like, you might wear many hats. When I worked at a hotel that had the shuttle bus, I drove people. Like, I drove people to the airport. I drove people to their business places. So, like, you got to be kind of flexible. Like, you know, like, you might have to clean bathrooms in the lobby. Like, just be flexible, you know, and, you know, accept that you might have to wear many hats. And it's not just, oh, I stay at the front desk and all I do is stay at the front desk. Like, nah, like, you might have to do other stuff. And like I said, be flexible with your scheduling, because, you know, like, for example, like, if a coworker's like, oh, man, I really like spending time with my family for Christmas. You don't particularly like Christmas, but you're like, I like Thanksgiving. You could work that with your coworker, but okay, well, won't work Thanksgiving, but then for Christmas, you know, I'll work and you don't have to work. So that's all. Just be flexible. Those are my 5 things, guys. So if all those sound good to you, or like you can do those things, then yeah, I'd say go ahead and apply. Go ahead and, you know, look for trying to work at a hotel. But, you know, if you don't particularly want to do those things, maybe it's not for you. So that's all I got. That's all I have time I have today. Have a great day. Be blessed. All right. Peace out.